Welcome to this session. We will talk about some tasks you might face in your journey through school and early adulthood. Some may resonate with you, others may not. You may ask, why should I care about these tasks at all? At every stage in our lives, there may be different milestones we attain. We may navigate some transitions effortlessly, whereas others require more work. This depends on our unique life situations. Try to remember how you were 5 years ago or 8 years ago. How did you experience the world? How do you experience the world today? You probably don't recognize the person you were just a few years ago. Clearly then, during these years, you learned many different things about yourself and how you relate to the world around you. And the learning never stops. You can think of these tasks as a quest. It's a journey, one that starts with you reflecting on a specific problem, and where you feel you need more help, there are various people and places you can turn to. Along the way, we will reflect on certain themes, so ready your pen and paper to scribble down as we go. The first is attaining independence. This means renegotiating the relationship with your caregivers. You are becoming an adult, and so you expect some freedom and space to yourself. You are beginning to express your preferences more clearly, and some of these may not go down well with your caregivers. Yet, just a few years ago, you were dependent on your caregiver for almost anything and everything. Things are moving quickly, both from your perspective as well as theirs. Managing this shift may not be easy for all of us. And there may be many reasons. Is there mutual trust? Is there clear and consistent communication? What are my expectations and what are theirs? How do we find a compromise? Reflect. How do I relate to my parents or caregivers? If this is a source of unhappiness, how can I improve on this? Developing emotional stability. As you transition into adulthood, you will take up more responsibilities and care for yourself and the people around you. Emotion is a tool, and just like our intellect and bodies, we slowly learn to manage it. Managing emotions can be difficult. Sometimes life situations or illness make it seem downright impossible. But recognizing that we are ultimately responsible for our own feelings is the first step to gaining mastery over it. Reflect. Do my emotions always control me? What can I do about this? Managing friendships. Friendships can be messy. That's because human beings are messy. Conflicts are stressful, but at the same time, you may want to feel like you belong in a group. Or maybe you want to be alone, but worry that people will think that you are a loner. How are my friends and I influencing each other? Is this influence healthy? Reflect. Are there friendship problems causing me unhappiness? What should I do about them? Developing healthy self-esteem. Your experiences in the last few years may be beginning to inform some basic assumptions you make about yourself and your self-worth. Perhaps you have had a few failings and feel like things can never really go your way. Being in a community like a school invariably invites comparison. Reflect. What are my beliefs about myself and my ability? Are these beliefs getting in the way? Forming moral standards and beliefs. This may be a time when you become especially sensitive to perceived injustices and inequality. Many of these appear far beyond our immediate control. This could lead to a sense of disillusionment and cynicism. You may wonder, what is the meaning of everything? These are serious questions. Reflect. Are there issues I find myself being angry or resentful about? What about these things are within my control now and what are not? Your tasks are your own story, and the way you handle it may be unique to your own life story and circumstance. But here are 3 things to help you with overall mental well-being. Build good habits. Nurture the roots and fruits will eventually bear. If you want fruits, you don't simply wish for fruit. Instead, we attend to the soil, water, and fertilizer. These don't resemble the fruit at all. But if we attend to these things, fruits will eventually come. So examine your habits and daily routine. Are you eating healthily? Are you getting adequate sleep? Are there habits that are not helping you? What can you do about these? Make small changes and keep to them. These will pay off immensely. Radical acceptance. There are many things that we simply cannot change. It may be an unpleasant experience in the past or specific life situations we are dealt with now. When we truly recognize that we don't have complete control over life situations and are powerless to change the past, we come to accept things the way they are. This act of surrender can bring internal peace. Train a keen sense of attention. Attention is your superpower. Go back to a time when you were simply absorbed in something. It may be increasingly difficult to get absorbed in things when there are numerous distractions, leaping from one notification to another media post. Take a device holiday, enter back into nature, or pick up a hobby that allows you to be fully present with whatever you are doing. There are many different ways to create a space to slow down and think. Some people find learning about meditating or mindfulness helpful. In summary, we spoke about 5 tasks: attaining independence, developing emotional stability, managing friendships, developing healthy self-esteem, and forming moral standards and beliefs. We also looked at 3 tips at helping you build a good foundation: developing good habits, practicing acceptance, and training your attention. You are not alone. You got this. All the best, and thanks for watching.